Almost nothing on the kill list. That wasn't the way I expected to go out in that run. What should we change to change up that event or that scenario? Man, PKs is just so freaking deadly. Yeah, that's why I was so scared to move around in the dark in the countryside, because you got wolf spiders that are all over the place. You got trapdoor spiders, zombie horses apparently, and it's just so much more deadly with PKs turned on. Compared to vanilla, it's just crazy hard. Yeah, I just got complacent and unfortunately hit the fast move right as that horse was coming at me apparently, and by the time I saw I was getting hit, it was too late. He just kept kicking me in the chest over and over again. Other than that, it was going just fine. We had some opportunities there, but yeah, maybe I'll have to try the challenge without PKs on. I'm just trying to find the right balance for increasing the difficulty, because I need it to be more difficult than just vanilla, but man, that's usually how my PKs runs end. My PKs mod runs pretty much always end like that. Just everything's fine, and then I'm dead. It's so hard to gauge things because things are so much tougher and come at you out of nowhere. I want to see a temple too. I think I've only found, in the entire time I've been streaming, I've only seen a single temple. We had that one stream where I ran north out of the FEMA camp, I think it was, and I ran into the forest and there was the temple. So I ran northeast to the forest, then I went south, or I went east to that farmhouse or whatever. Yeah, that was the pretty long run that I had that that I survived in. So then we had the acid rain while I was traveling out in the field. So that's the only temple I've seen the entire time I've been streaming. So 4 months now of pretty heavy Cataclysm play, and I've seen exactly one temple. Yeah, I've never seen one to attempt one either. I've heard they're just insanely hard, and they're not worth the effort. That the possible reward isn't worth the difficulty factor. So I've never really looked into them in detail. So, well, so I got plenty more time to play. I can either restart that same scenario with the same settings and just reload the world, or we can change things up a bit. So I'm open to suggestions. I need to have some kind of a goal, so I like the find artifacts as an artificial goal to work towards, but I'm perfectly happy in changing out the scenario or the profession and so on. So let's do, and also I need to rethink the cataclysms. Maybe I'll do the same thing, but do something with a more survivable start, like the FEMA camp with the Bionic Spec Ops soldier. What scenario do you have to pick to get access to the Indiana Jones character? What scenario is it? Because they're all scenario limited. So you have to tell me the scenario, and then I can go pick the character class. So if I go world and reset this, so it's still got all the same game world setup and PKs and so on, but if I go new game, custom character, and realize I've got PKs and I've got the whatever the more character classes and stuff, so I don't know that I'm going to have whatever choices you're going to tell me. So in the default, I don't remember an Indiana Jones in the default. So if I pick evacuee, you're telling me in here? Oh, that's right, I've got a huge list now when I pick the default. Yeah, there probably is one in here somewhere. It's been so long since I picked an evacuee start. Archaeologist. Right there. So, melee, marksmanship, messenger bag, a Smith & Wesson, a fedora. Yep, fedora and bullwhip, so that's got to be the one. Yeah, I didn't know what to search for. It's not called Indiana Jones, so I have to know what it's called. It's the Archaeologist, so I found it. So, yeah, so it's got the bullwhip and the fedora. Then he's got a pistol on his hip. So, are there any other scenarios I can pick that's going to be able to give the Archaeologist class? That's what I'm curious about. So, I'll take Evacuate if I have to, but I'd rather take something else. Let's look at... I'm pretty sure Experiment's not going to have it. Out of Town might. Yeah, bottom of the mine, I can only pick the miner. I know that's the butler only. Wilderness does not have it. A lot of other cool stuff, but not that. Ooh, how about Next Summer? No, it's got Road Warrior and stuff. That'd be fun. I'll try that one time. Ambushed? Nope. Mist will have it. So, you're stuck in a city full of the risen dead. That's going to start me in town, but where would it let me start from? I can pick where I start from. Wow, I wonder how messed up the hospital start is with PK's mod. Yeah, I can't do the mine start with the Archaeologist. The only choice I have with mine start is the miner. So I would just run straight out of the mine anyway. So I mean, I'm not equipped to deal with the stuff in the mine. Maybe there's an artifact down there, but I would just run right out of it. So there's not really that much point to starting in the mine other than 5 minutes of me looking for the stairs or more. So I'm thinking Mist, and then I can pick various locations. So from here I do have the option for the Archaeologist, and then I can pick the starting building so we can jump around a bit to try to find something that looks good. So there's Mist or Evacuee. Not Helicopter Crash. Burning Building probably does as well. Not Fled the Riots. Not Sheltered. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the start. So I think Mist is going to be the best initial one to check. So let's do that, and then we'll do the Archaeologist again. Yeah, the dark worms you can get around pretty easily, so you can just run around them without much difficulty. With night vision and the mining helmet and so on, and you managing your stamina, the night worms or the dark worms aren't dangerous. So let's we gotta run through these real quick. Usually I changed up what I grabbed this last time. I think I took Trigger Happy, Truth Teller, Squeamish, Nearsighted, Heavy Sleeper, Hates Fruit, Animal Discord. What else did I have? I don't want ugly this time. I want to actually be able to talk to NPCs and have a decent chance. Yeah, mines aren't that uncommon. I'm wanting to not spend a lot of time setting up a base and dealing with a bunch of inventory, so I want to just find vehicles and get moving. So I want to explore the map, drive around, try to find the mines, dive into them. The goal is to see how many artifacts I can find within a year's period, so... it's going to be a lot of moving and a lot of fighting and running and so on, as opposed to a slow base build-up and gathering skills and all that kind of stuff, preferably. Was it poor hearing? I think it was poor hearing that I took, so... Alright, so there's the negatives. Oops, let's now get over here, and I want... What did I have? I think I had fast healer... Didn't take fleet-footed. I think I took the indefatigable. I skipped infection resistance. I did take melee weapon training so I could get the Pentjack Silat. And I'm already getting low on points, so... Maybe I did not take that. Night vision I need. Don't care. I debated taking robust genetics because I'm probably going to have to go into some pretty nasty places. Maybe I didn't take fast healer. I can't remember. We'll turn that off till I get the other. I know I had melee weapon and I had night vision, so we'll just assume those for now. I had something else on the list down here. Strong stuff. No, tough? Maybe it was tough. I think it was tough that I took. Indiana Jones is tough. He takes a real beating and keeps on going, so I think that's what I had. So let's go with that for now. Get our stats up. I'm already running out of points. We'll go with that for the moment, and then I had dodging. So he starts. Part of the problem or the difference is that he has different skills and skill points already preset because of the class, so it doesn't build out quite the same way. So he starts with marksmanship and melee. I usually want at least one of the fab points and one of the survival points so I can get the knife spear created right off the bat. And let's do a first aid point. Alright, I think that's it. Wow, I don't think I've ever had this few positive traits before. But let's give it a go. Indy 2. And next question, where are we going to start? Yeah, I can't quite build the same way I had before. The miner's different point-wise than the Archaeologist because of the starting gear and so on. So he has less points available because of the improved gear. So we'll go with this. I'm going to take a sip of water while you guys kind of ponder these starting location possibilities. Now realize PKs is on increased spawn density for static spawns, so town starts are going to be a nightmare. So we're probably going to be restarting a few times as I load in, get just swarmed under, and then reload. So I'm open to ideas. Try to pick something that you usually see commonly towards the outer edges of towns. Some buildings are more likely than others. Like libraries, for some reason, I seem to see more towards the outer edge. Bookstores are usually all over the place. Everything else is kind of all over the place. If it had a hospital or a ceremonial cemetery, those would be on the outer edges, but I don't have those as choices. Yeah, I don't know what kind of inventory space I'm going to have available immediately. So let's go ahead and go with the... yeah, mill surplus sounds interesting. I think it's pretty randomized where it's going to put me, but for a grab-and-go gear, there's likely to be some pretty useful things in there. Library and bookstore, I just don't think I'll be able to carry anything with me initially. Let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the military surplus store for the first attempt. We'll do a couple of tries with the mill surplus, but like I've mentioned, I've got PKs on and I've cranked up a few settings, so this may be short and bloody, so don't mind me if I have to reload a few times to get to a survivable position. At least I'm not in the broken bionics of the cyborg now, so if I can break contact, I can go quiet and I might be able to sneak my way around. So let's try it. Military surplus is going to be the one first. We'll try some of the other suggestions as these get killed. Alright, Indy 2. Archaeologist. Scenario is missed. Got all our toughness. Alright, here we go. And we're picking Silat. Yes. Alright, so first thing we gotta check is, am I buried in the middle of a city? It's not actually too bad. The forest is further away than I like. We got an anthill though. I could run for the anthill and possibly lose them by dodging through the ants, so they have to fight the ants. But to do this successfully, I'm probably going to have to run straight north, dodge in and then out of these houses, then head really straight for that anthill. We've got a waterworks. Public Works has got good tool selection. I like the town layout. It's pretty good. We got a bunch of gun stores. We got a ranch off to the west with a garage right next to it, so good opportunity there for tools. There's also a pharmacy next to it for medicine. So I like the town setup. It's just, am I going to survive getting out of this building? Because I have to go south to get out of this building. There's no back door, and that means I'm running towards the horde of zombies. And I can already see acid smokers, Z9s. Yeah, I guess that's the bad part of this particular building with the luck of the facing arrangement. This is going to be tough. Alright. So, here's how I start. I've got 2.45 volume out of 8.25 capacity. I've never used a bullwhip. I don't have the faintest idea what kind of weapon this is and whether it's good or not good, or if it works with my... I see it's got long reach attacks, very low damage numbers, and a high attack moves per attack, so it's not like I'm going to fight. I mean, I'm going to be running straight out. So let's look what's in here. Ooh, there's a combat knife. Cool. Some good stuff in here. Combat knife, just a few to the north of me. I just don't know that I can afford the time it's going to take to go grab that. I'm going to have to go over this counter if it'll let me. I can't go through the NPC. I'd really like to grab that combat knife because it's a piercing damage, and that's what I specialize in with my Silat, so I could do some real damage with that combat knife. Army helmet would be great if I can get it, so this is going to be a little rough. I'm going to have to do some dancing around some stuff, but that combat knife I don't think I can pass up. I mean, 19 butchering plus the cutting options plus the high pierce attack on it. Got rapid strike, so yeah, I definitely need to try to get that combat knife. Combat knife with my martial arts skills would be great. Yeah. Let's check. So nothing has spotted me yet. So alright, first things first. Run mode. Can I clamber on that? Turn off safe mode. Nope, I can't climb over that. I'm going to have to move straight south. can't, yeah, I can't swap positions with this guy unless I talk him into joining me. One space too far south. Man, if I was in the shadows, I'd be a lot happier. Alright, let's chat with this guy. I'm not playing the Bionics cyborg monster, so I've got pretty good chances of getting him to join me usually. Oh shit, this is a fucking Jabberwock. Well, there's no chance I'm going to get that quest done. Sure, summon up a Jabberwock. At least it'll tell me in the direction it's at, so I know hopefully it's not in my path out of here. Alright, share equipment, persuade, he gives me a lighter, can always use those, thank you. And travel with me, ugh, low percentages. Yep, he said no. Alright, so now I can't get him to move. Trade items, yeah. Alarm clock. It's got a sewing kit and a soap bar. Don't really care. Alright, well now I've got an issue because stuff is going to spot me. Soldier Ant doesn't care about me, but that stuff over there is going to see me. And I can only move. So I can't move into him and I can't move over these. So my only option is to go south and then up this corridor to get to the knife. I don't know yet what might be out this side. My instinct is to go out one of these windows after this guy distracts them. Stop it. Oh, this guy. He's got sharpened rebar, so... No, Jabberwock's up northeast of the anthill, so unfortunately it is in the direction I was going to run, but I'll worry about that when and if I actually make it out of the town. I got bigger problems before I have to worry about that. I don't think it's going to let me grab and move one of these. Well, actually it did. Never mind. Good suggestion. I'm not sure if I got spotted or not. But thanks for making the suggestion. I totally forgot about doing that. My strength was high enough to move that. So I'm going to move around in the back area and see what else is back here. Flare gun, MREs. Love to grab the MREs, love to grab the water and that army helmet, but I'd have to step into the light, so I'll do that last. So he's in shadow as well, so nothing's coming straight at us. So let's grab this stuff. And what else is over here? Chocolate bar, don't care. Army helmet I'm going for. I'll go get that MRE and those MREs. Alright, wield the combat knife. Alright. So far things are good. That gets us a surprisingly good setup. So we've got a lighter, we've got 2 bottles of water, we got some MREs. So that's good for food and water for a bit. That'll definitely help out. I don't remember, what is a spiral stone? Covered with intricate spirals, impossible to tell whether they are carved, naturally formed, or some kind of fossil. I don't know. Is that an artifact? I don't have any idea what that is, or what it's used for. Alright, so far I'm really happy with what we've got and how we started. So we do have the Smith & Wesson in a holster, so I gotta remember I can pull that if I have to, and we've got backup ammo for it. We've got the combat knife, which is awesome. That files right into my... Burn the back of the building down? I don't think I would be able to get out of it if I burned it down that way. I'm wondering if I could set it on fire and then move to the... So if I set this corner on fire, ran to this corner over here, waited a short bit, and then tried to work my way down and out this other side... Kind of depends on what I see outside. So I'm going to move south to just to the edge of the shadows, and let's look south. What do we got? A seagull? Don't care about that. So I can't see anything super dangerous in my limited cone that direction. I've got a vehicle I can use as cover if I can get out this window over here. At the moment, I'm thinking it's best to come down to this corner here. And then sneaking's not going to be useful. It's daytime. Too many things are going to spot me. So I'm just going to smash the window and try to pop out the side here. So it is a question of, do I set the back of this building on fire before I leave? I've gotten everything out of it that I really care about. Nearby is nothing too important. So I wouldn't care if it's going to destroy itself. Hey there, Nervosh Prototi? Actually, it's a longer name than that. Prototype. It truncated the name there, so sorry for the mispronunciation. Let's do... man, I'd really like to survive in this setup. This is a really good setup for us. No, I think you're thinking of the vortex stone, not the spiral stone. The vortex stone lets you make vortex engines. I've never dealt with the spiral stone. I don't have any idea what it's used for. I'm a little unhappy about the positioning of the Jabberwock, but I think my best bet is, like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to try to set this on fire. Whoop, from the southwest you hear a terrible shriek. From the northeast you hear a piercing wail. Alright. Let's try apply, set a fire. Apply, set a fire. I'm going to wait over here for a short bit. Make sure I'm in the dark.